Okay, Morton here, your 2010 Texas Poet Laureate. I am hanging out in the biggest, baddest clawfoot bathtub I have ever seen. We're doing a little construction here, but I just couldn't wait. So here I am, wanting to talk to you about poetry. Two years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It's just a regular appointment, a regular mammogram. But that's just a kick in the gut when you have that diagnosis. And I know so many of you know people, if not yourself, going through that. And it is just a paralyzing diagnosis. And I did like many people do. I went out to try to find information on this disease, and I couldn't find it. I needed something with grit, with backbone, something to get me through this. And when I couldn't find it, I simply started writing my way through it. As a Texas Poet Laureate, that's what I do. I've always written. And I used writing as a tool, as a healing tool. And I have to tell you, if there's ever a time in your life that you are paralyzed with fear, or you're so angry you want to put a fist through a wall, write it down. Write it down. The paper can take it. And so I wrote Redefining Beauty, not realizing I was putting a manuscript together. I was just writing, as I said, just to help myself. And through the power of Facebook, Dos Gatos Publishers asked if they could read the manuscript. They heard I was writing this. Sent it off to them, and the result is Redefining Beauty. And it's not a soft and cuddly book, but it's a true book. And it goes through every emotion, and if you know of anyone going through this, this actually gives you something to do. I think it's harder going through the disease yourself than watching someone you love go through it, because when it's someone else, you feel so helpless. You just have to sit and watch. And I think that's the power of this book. It gives people something, some healing tool to give someone else. And I wanted to read you something from this today. There's a great shot here of my very bald head. I was so lucky. I had a lovely head. Walter Eagleton in Denton, Texas, took a picture of me when I was going through this, and that was my very, very bald head there. But, you have to have a sense of humor. And going through this, you go through every emotion you can imagine. And I would catch my husband staring at me and just make me mad. I'm like, stop it, stop it, stop it. And so, this is a poem that came out of it. And this is called, and actually, I have to tell you, it's one of my most requested poems. And I think you'll see why. It's called Spock Thinks I'm Sexy. I'm well aware of what I look like, all bald and dimpled and brainy in the back, like something from the Star Trek crew. I'm well aware also that this isn't what you signed up for. You were always attracted to my body, to my hair. So I'm letting you go. You're completely free to have a wild affair with some buxom brunette, someone who's still a whole woman. Really, go. It would be easier than seeing that, oh shit, look in your eyes when I catch you staring at me. Anything you see is better than that look. Maybe next September my scars will have healed. My hair will have grown back a bit. You can come and visit, see for yourself if I'm woman enough. This is tough for a man, I know, but before you go, let me extend my right hand, fingers split down the middle, in traditional Vulcan farewell. And here, let me extend my left hand as well, middle finger standing high on its own for a cultural combination of goodbyes. Live long and prosper, asshole.